don't think I do as well tucking and weaving here, if memory serves.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's like halfway. I was going to say we don't jinx it, but I don't know if we can retroactively jinx things.
Well, you just did, so...
I mean, but like 1 square is also an acceptable...
Oh, no, it's fine. But that we can guarantee that did just happen just now because of the time loop, because you jinxed it.
Okay, so we can retroactively jinx things.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was actually going to... I'll say something at the end of this recording. I just don't want to mess with the mojo.
Oh, I'm so curious to know what that's about. Anyway.
Yeah, it'll all make sense. All will be revealed. So if only I did this level with some sort of armored truck of some kind.
If only we had thought to get a van and go to the first bomb first instead of the second bomb first and circumvent the whole thing. We already talked about that, you Jiminy Jilliker.
I don't think I was here for that, actually. I don't know.
Were you not in the room? Because I think you might have been in the room.
Might have been past me.
What? What? Oh, God. See, what I like about this format is that it's forcing us to be as funny as we can.
Well, I mean, I don't have to focus on playing at all. I can just be...
That's true. You can be in
as
the
funny
moment.
as possible. It does help that I'm the funniest person I know. That does help as well.
Yeah, it's good. By the way, my name's Scott.
Are you just implying that you're funny, or is that the joke?
Well, yeah, because I was just now introducing myself.
Okay, well, that wasn't that funny. Speaking as the funniest person.
Okay, now he's just gonna shit on my jokes.
Just for the record, I also missed you.
Okay, good. Feels like it.
Never. Oh, come on! I'm just trying to get a bomb.
Gotta know when to hold on.
Oh man, Carlito does actually help out quite a bit.
But he also just damaged the hell out of the bike during that. So.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Like, each zombie that you hit with the bike counts as a hit against its health, but when the bomb goes off, it counts as more hits.
Yeah, I just don't know if I think I might have been just out of the range of that bomb, but there's no way to tell.
The first one that went off did hit the bike.
Okay.
Yeah. The second one and the third one you were way away from.
I like that Otis is still giving me...
Hot tips.
Yeah, hot tips. It's like, yeah, man, if you want to just swing by the plaza, and I'm like, Otis, I don't know if you missed the whole thing that we're doing here.
Otis, I know that you can currently see everything that's happening on the security cameras. I would like to draw your attention.
I was actually looking. I don't know if there are security cameras in this parking garage.
I guess that's fair.
There may or may not be. Either way, it makes sense.
I mean, I guess if there definitely were only some, they would probably be in like the hallways and the stairwells that we don't spend any time.
Yeah, that's true enough.
Because once you do certain missions, you unlock the maintenance tunnel key, and that makes it so that you can actually travel from each plaza underground through the tunnels to each other plaza.
That's
which
cool.
Is at times handy. Sometimes it's dumb, but
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no. I don't know if we missed our opportunity to get the key or if we just haven't had that opportunity yet. But
I mean, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Well, by the end of it, we'll have figured it out.
Jesus Christ. It's not like he's even going for, to crush you with his truck. He's just trying to hit you.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a salty, salty boy.
Oh, man, I just keep thinking, that I could do something to prevent any of what's going on right now currently.
Like watching it happen, you're like, no, I put the controller in my hand, Coach.
Coach, I've been training for this my whole career with Taking Credit For.
I guess your whole, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you have been. You've been training up, doing a lot of good work.
I mean, these particular moments aside, I guess even I'm not doing terribly, it just...
No, you're doing a good job of circumventing the...
We just haven't figured out the important bit about the Carlito fight here.
Yeah, the fact that it actually is a fight.
Yes, that he's not just an
indestructible
vehicle.
I think this is where the hit happens.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on, past Matt.
Oh, man.
Give him a slice.
Yeah, because I think for some reason we thought we had tried.
Yeah, no, because you went for a hit, and I forgot that it was a thing that you could do. And then when I said you should try it...
We just figured it out, by the way.
Yeah, but when I said you should try it, you were like, I tried to hit him and it didn't work. And I was like, probably it's just this janky fucking bullshit old game. and then we knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then we try. I guess let's see what happens next.
Yeah, we're from the future. It's okay.
That's true. I don't want to tell you too much information because it might ruin the time stream. Time cop.
Oh yeah, that was what you call a game of chicken right there.
Mm-hmm. And you lost because you fucking bailed.
But I lived, so
that's fair.
Live to win another day.
Yeah. What's funny is I actually not too long ago, like earlier today, not too long ago, watched one of the early 80s, 90s movies that was featuring heavily the band Kiss.
Oh, yeah?
It's a bad movie. It's like Kiss versus the Phantom Menace or something like that. Kiss versus the Phantom Foe, the Phantom Force. I don't know. Anyways, look, I slapped it in. But
Kiss versus the Phantom of the Opera. Got it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they fight robot versions of themselves.
I thought you said this was a bad movie.
You would think that that was awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that that's awesome.
I bet, yes, I agree. And it got me thinking that like every single member of Kiss except for Peter Criss released their own music after the band kind of took its time apart.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gene Simmons did his own stuff. Ace Frehley did like almost electronica album. Like he did some weird electric stuff because he was the spaceman. And Paul Stanley, you know, the Star Child, released an album all his own, a very, very awesome like butt rock hair metal album as Paul Stanley. And it has the main primary single off of the song. Can we play as much of it right now that we can without getting a copyright strike? Live to win till you... Thank you very much, Scott. Anyways,
it's a great song.
It's called Live to Win.
Oh, nice. It's nice.
It's
a great song, better title.
Yeah, exactly. Live to win another day, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the words to live by.
I thought so. And to die by sometimes.
By Matthew, bleep my last name out. Damn it. You need to actually throw in the beep there.
Yeah, I'll do the bleep. You go by Matt Herring. You could have just said Matt Herring.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. That wasn't a bit. I'm just so used to when I'm saying my full name, just saying my full name.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, we even said Steve Harrington.
No,
and I was
definitely.
like, it sounded just like Matt Herring.
Yeah, no, I know. Just, let's just move on with our lives.
You're killing me, kiddo.
Killing me is what I'm doing.
Wow!
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah. I had to do that at one point in one of the videos I edited not too long ago. You doxed me, you said my last name, and I had to do the thing again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm actually going to out Lucas right now on a funny thing, because there was one point where I said his last name, and he was like, don't say my last name. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'll edit around it. And then I realized that his literal actual Twitter handle is just his full name. And it's on every video. Fucking killing me.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say he should make a new tag, but it's kind of that ship's...
There's no way I'm going back and re-editing those videos.
Also, I really need to download Twitter on my new phone. There's been a couple of things where I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have Twitter, I don't have Snapchat, and I don't have the internet to download either.
Oh, Matt just moved into a new place, and his internet is essentially a toaster in a bathtub.
Wow, that's dark. That's very... I mean, you're not wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I thought it was funny enough to circumvent the darkness.
Well, in Blackest Night or whatever. It's Green Lantern, but half-assed.
Yeah, I know. I saw a girl with the Green Lantern mantra tattooed on her, but...
Cool. You gave her my number, I assume. I can only assume.
But it was tattooed on an image of a lantern, like a gas lantern.
Interesting.
No green anything. I think that it was drawn by somebody who liked Green Lantern and then purchased by somebody who did not get the reference but thought that it was cool.
Wait, okay.
Because it said, in brightest day, in darkest night.
Cool. Well, describe a lantern to me.
No, it was like a legit, like a like those iron walled glass, like iron pillar glass wall, like carry it in your hand, like old timey gas lanterns.
So it wasn't like their charging station.
No,
lantern.
nothing like that. No,
Interesting.
It was because I kept trying to figure it out. I saw it was on the back of her arm, and I was like, "Oh, cool, that's like." Because I've got a fucking. I've got a Super Mario 64 tattoo on my forearm, or on my bicep. Sorry, and it's like whenever I see a nerd tattoo, I want to stop the person and talk to them about it.
Yeah.
She did not get it for the nerd.
No,
she just didn't understand the reference, and it's like it's a fucking wicked tattoo, but so close.
I was wondering if maybe she was just a fan of like Scott Allen, like the OG Green Lantern before it was the Green Lantern Corps, back when Green Lantern was like magic.
Yeah, I don't know the
Alan Scott,
Alan Moore.
Yeah, the Green Lantern Alan Moore.
Alan Moore, who worships the snake god.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You solved the puzzle.
But yeah, no. It was like there was absolutely not even a color palette, not even a little Green Lantern emblem, nothing.
That's super weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is super weird.
It's kind of a bummer, but like still cool tattoo.
I also I find that the nerd reference "Not all who wander are lost" is often misused.
Oh yeah, a ton of people get that tattooed on their bodies and think that it's just like a cool hipsters who backpack across Europe sort of thing.
Yeah,
but it is.
I mean, sure,
but
but it's also I even find the people who like know where it's from often just like use it incorrectly. I don't use it, so don't get me wrong, but it's just like it's not just about like just because I'm wandering and don't know where I am doesn't mean that I'm lost. There is like some other meaning to that.
Yeah, I mean, Gandalf saying it is that like. Wandering is part of his process, and he does have an end game. Like he's got there's a plan in mind.
I thought
he's got a grand scheme.
I thought it was about Aragorn.
Yeah, well, yes, but
okay, cool.
It's literary echo is about Aragorn, but like when Gandalf says it to Frodo at the beginning of the story, it's like it's sort of just like just because I'm taking my time doesn't mean I don't have an end game. It's not like. I'm just doing what I fucking want, and that doesn't mean I'm not alone, or whatever.
A good friend of mine uses the Gandalf quote: "A wizard is never late, always," because he is always late. And just whenever I'm like, "Dude, you were supposed to be here an hour ago," he's like, "A wizard is never late, or a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he needs to." And I'm like, "Well, you redeemed yourself by using the quote." But also, don't be late, please.
Yeah, also, when I say, hey, come over for 10 o'clock, don't come over at noon.
Also, really, I'm sorry I was late today. But, that was a different situation. I know that wasn't a dig, so we good.
Not all those who wander are...
you used it correctly. I'm shocked. Wow.
What are the chances?
Yeah. So few people to get it.
Oh, man.
Oh, was that the armored car I was just dancing around back there?
Yeah. I mean, it's not an armored car. It's a Michelle Club truck.
Well, but still, it's more armored than, say, a motorcycle.
Or, say, a shopping cart.
Yes, both of those things.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Even both of those things combined.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This was getting tense, too. Cause,
down to the last thing. No heals.
Yeah, one pip of health.
Oh, man.
I think you get in the truck and then you get the fuck out. I believe that's how we play this.
Okay, it wasn't so bad to leave the truck, then.
Yeah, it would have helped the whole process a bit, though.
I mean, I'm sure the truck's got a health bar, though.
Oh, yeah, but it's the most powered vehicle that you can get into next to the convict's Humvee.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And even, see, there's like a weird block of no zombies here because they want to clear your exit. Realistically.
Okay. Oh, I was wondering if I could call from the inside. I guess I couldn't.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Nice.
But you made... Look at Matt did it! Oh, yeah!
Oh, man, it was touch and go there for a while. I wasn't sure I would make it.
Oh, God, give him the award.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Academy. Without them, I wouldn't be getting this award.
Without the Academy existing, I wouldn't be getting awards.
That's right. Next, I would like to thank the big man upstairs. That's
Otis?
I was going to say Odin, actually.
That was dangerously close. Yeah.
That was real good. I'm not even mad. That's great.
Otis is the big guy upstairs.
He is the big guy upstairs. He's them eyes in them skies.
Oh, this is when things go bad, though.
No, I still stand by that. Everything's fine.
Brad's fine, yeah.
Brad's fine.
Until you find his bleeding, bloody.
Oh, no, fun fact. Brad actually has a twin that likes to dress the same way he does.
Named
Oh, you gonna do it? You gonna do it now?
Gad. Brad and Gad. Bradley and Gadley. Twin brothers since birth. Obviously.
Man, I thought I would have gone with Chad personally. But...
I was trying to think of something.
No, I like Gad. That's great.
Hey, baby, it's me, Gadley.
Now grab that gun.
We've shot this guy so many times.
So many times.
And, like, so many times in cinematics, not just, like, in boss fights, where
like,
damage is damage.
In boss fights, I've gotten him in the head numerous times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got the titanium skull replacement.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Got the whole Wolverine thing going on for him.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a movie called A Perfect Getaway?
No, but I imagine that's just our weekend.
But it's either A Perfect Getaway or The Perfect Getaway. But it's starring Mila Jovovich, Steve Zahn from, like, Sahara and stuff, and Timothy Olyphant, who he's from Justified, the TV show about the small town sheriff. He was in George Romero's, the remake of George Romero's The Crazies. He was in fucking Hitman. He was in Die Hard 4. Like, he's, you know him, I think, to see him. But basically, there's some bullshit. It's not a bad, like, it's kind of a bad movie, but it's kind of fun to watch one time because there's, like, a big twist ending.
Okay.
It's like, there's Steve Zahn and Mila Jovovich are on a vacation together, and they're, you know, spending their time, and they're out in the tropics, and they're, all of a sudden, there's some murders, there's some dead bodies. Oh, God, somebody ripped the teeth out of those bodies. This is fucked. What? And they're all on edge because they're like, somebody around us is killing people. We better get away from it. And then they meet up with Timothy Olyphant, and Timothy Olyphant has a wife, girlfriend character as well. But I can't remember who plays her because I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
Gotcha.
But basically, the two couples pair up because Timothy Olyphant is, like, former Navy SEAL, served in Black Ops missions, so he's got cool, fun war stories to tell. And Steve Zahn's character is a guy who writes movies. And he writes movies, and Timothy Olyphant's, like, sort of a country bumpkin. He's like, oh man, I'll tell you my stories and you can write a movie about me if you want to. I'll be on the big screen. And it's like, he's very cute and endearing.
Yeah.
And he tells this story about how he was serving. There was, like, this very big mission, and it was very Black Ops, and he, like, a claymore goes off, and he gets, like, a chunk of shrapnel embedded in the back of his skull.
Oh.
But he's, like, still upright and moving. And his team has to tell him to sit down.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, I'm good, guys, I'll tell you the mission. And then they're like, you are, like, your brain is hanging out of the back of your head right now. Like, please sit. And he's like, I don't even feel it. And there's, like, he tells this story, and everybody's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Mm-hmm. And then he talks about how he got, like, a titanium plate to fix the big hole in the back of his skull. And he goes like, ding, ding, ding. It's crazy. I can't feel a thing. And then later on in the movie, when all of the betrayals have happened and all of the, you know, things have come to light, and it turns out that Timothy Olyphant is the hero of the movie, he gets shot with a gun. Mm-hmm. And this is a movie that takes its, like, damage to people very seriously, where, like, little things have huge impacts like they do in sort of the real world.
Yeah.
And he, like, the bullet gets fired, and you see, like, scalp fly off. Like, it's kind of gory. Mm-hmm. But it turns out that he turned his body just in time so that the bullet hit the titanium plate in the back of his head.
Naturally. You don't have a titanium plate without using it in that way.
In combat, yeah. And so he shows back up, and he's like, I'm back with a vengeance, baby! He's got, like half of his head hanging off and stuff. It's so fucked.
That's great.
Yeah.
Also, I can say what I wanted to say now. I was going to say, it's not like I said there's no such thing as a jinx. Yeah. We're good now, because we're through the bit.
Yeah.
But that's what I couldn't say before.
About Brad?
No. When I was like, oh, there's a thing I'm gonna say after we get through.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was just like, it's not, and I was like, it is like I'm not saying it, but I also am saying it, so I can't.
Yeah. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, things went okay in the end.
They did. We made it.
And look, Simone, she's fine. She's not bleeding out of a bandaged part of her arm at all.
But where is Pumbaa? Well, I guess Sumba.
Simone and Doomba. What a royalty-free phrase.
The one of the greatest comedies that nobody's watching is You're the Worst.
Oh yeah, good show.
And one of my favorite bits from it is he comes back and he starts talking about like a group of African people that he met.
Sorry. First off, sorry. Simone Ravendark. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
That's an amazing name.
That's the most D&D name in this entire game.
That's a good character name. You're right.
Yeah,
write that down.
That's straight up theft at this point. and you have record of me stealing it in that case. But there's a whole bit where he comes back and he's talking about this this tribe of people, and they have this like whole mentality about something that they call Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. So before he finishes this bit, he's told me this story before, and I'm facepalming. Just so you know, I'm. Continue though, Matthew.
Okay, no, it's one of my favorite bits.
Yeah.
And kind of all of his friends are like, oh yeah, it means like no worries, right? Kind of this like lazy, carefree attitude, and he's like, well, it's a little reductive, but yes. How does everybody already know this?
Fucking hell. You just did your first wicked cool like suplex move too.
I know. Also, I did it in the game as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit fucked up because of that.
Oh man, I like that. The second I get a full bar of health, I'm like, all right, let's just run right into zombos.
They can eat me, but I won't die.
I had all the orange juice.
I am so curious to see if we can pull off the capital A ending, just because I want to know how because if you get the best ending, then the story mode continues.
So a capital A ending?
Like, it's A, B, C, D, E, F.
I see.
Yeah. So if you get the ending A, then the game continues. If you get any of the other ones, you get some sort of, like, pseudo-closure.
Gotcha.
And if we get ending A, I'm very curious to see how the extended campaign goes for you.
Do I actually have a chance getting with...
So far, yeah.
Okay.
We're doing okay. As long as we keep rescuing survivors and don't...
Also, check out this guy's neck.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on there?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. This was going to be gone in just a second, so I had to...
My name is... my friends call me Max G. The G stands for gout. And the Max stands for maximum.
I'm gonna be honest. Maximum gout, if gout wasn't gout, would be pretty cool.
Maximum gout! Christ. Oh, man. I actually don't remember what you do next after this.
Me neither, actually. Well, I'm doing it in real time, so I don't know what you mean by...
Yeah, what you're gonna...
I don't know what you mean by remember.
Sorry, this linear version of time that we're experiencing right now is just like so... So I guess probably we're cutting this into 2 episodes, so this is just a good enough time as any to say we're still just doing voiceover.
Yes, absolutely.
We lost the audio because we suck, but Matt played really good, so we didn't want to lose the video.
It was a good little song, actually. We should see about marketing that.
TM.
Yeah, if you just say TM after it, you're good, which is why there are so many TMs in Pokemon.
Get out of my house.
Alright.
Just stay! Oh, don't hit my... You son of a bitch.
That's what leaving sounds like, right? Every time anybody goes?
You made such a mess. Oh, God, now I have to kill him. I mean, now I have to ask him politely to come back.
Dear Diary, it's day 3 of running from Scott. He's been coming at me with an axe. I don't know where he got the axe, but he claims it's a present. More to come later.
Dear God. Are you there?
I need your help to kill this mad asshole.
It's me, Margaret. I have a gift to give to my friend Matthew. He left in a flurry, in a hurry. And I don't think that he trusts me to give him this present. More on this to come. Thank you, God. Thank you, pray.
My name is John Connor, and if you're hearing this, you are the Resistance. This is as much of this monologue that I actually remember.
Yeah, I was gonna see how far that went.
Yeah, that was. I actually really do like the line. If you're hearing this, you are the Resistance. But past that, I have no idea.
My name is Kyle Reese, and if you're hearing this, Genesis is Skynet. That was a worse reference.
I mean, all jokes aside, the Cloud is Skynet. It's very scary.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Genesis is the Cloud, and the Cloud is Sky. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, the Cloud,
the Venn diagram of things that are Skynet.
The Cloud is the genesis of Skynet.
Ah, you're using it as a verb instead of an adjective. I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that a verb? Is the genesis of...
the genesis, the act of it becoming.
Yeah, I guess it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
See, I did school too. God.
I got some of them's education.
That book learning. The last 7.5 minutes of this have been completely inaccessible.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm keeping all of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think by this point, people know what we're about.
They're still watching, they know.
Yeah.
Oh, golly. Is this it?
No, I think
we got some more.
We just I don't remember this at all.
You have 2 million PP.
I mean, I could have told you that.
You almost have 3 million PP. You're almost in the 3 million PP club, like the rest of us.
Oh no? I don't really know.
Brace yourself.
It's one of those, though, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely either a thank you.
Oh, right. This is when we do this.
Right, yeah. Because
this is when we learn how to dance.
We can dance if we want to. We can tear your legs off, sir.
Tear your legs off. Yeah, there's no real...
Yeah, there's not a lot to... We can leave your friends...
Oh, we can tear your legs from hide.
Ah, we can Ralph on the dance floor.
Oh man!
Oh Jesus, Frank, get your shit together, man.
Yeah, I should have eaten them chips.
I think that was actually frozen vegetables.
Still should have eaten them.
Yeah, I mean not as easily available, but still good.
Also, I was playing charades the other day. What are some of the hardest charades you can just prompts?
Oh yeah. I've had okay, so there's this card game called Monikers, and Monikers kind of plays out. I don't know how familiar people, but Extreme Charades is essentially the name of the game, and you get a group of people, and everybody writes down a couple of things on a piece of paper, and you put all of the pieces of paper in a bag or a hat, and then you take turns pulling them out. And first round, you just try to get the people to guess it by. It's sort of like password, where it's you can say a lot of descriptive things, but you just can't say the thing, or something too directly related. And then the second round is the exact same, but they're all back in the bag, and you pull the thing, and you have to say a single word.
Oh.
And then in the third round, you have to act it out.
Okay.
So,
but they're the same prompts in rounds 2 and 3?
Exactly. So you gain sort of an understanding. You garner an understanding of the way that people are thinking about these things. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of easier to relate it to at least one other person. But in Monikers, it's a shit ton of wildly specific pop culture references.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I got a card once that was your high school gym teacher.
Okay.
How do you charade that?
That is very tough, actually.
And there's a lot of incredibly specific ones as well. There's a Nicolas Cage card. There's stuff like that.
No, that's very good. One of my favorites for charades is The Big Lebowski.
Okay.
Because how do you do Lebowski? Also, Babylon AD.
Oh God.
Yeah. I do not mess around in charades.
Are these prompts that you offered?
Oh yeah, I always give these ones.
Good.
So if you're ever playing against me, you know to pay attention to these.
Well, I bet I can figure out the Big Lebowski.
I also last time gave Flubber.
Okay.
And they're actually pretty good of just ricocheting things off walls and just making things appear moist, stretchy.
See, what I would have done is the ricochet things off walls gesture, and then from the movie starring Robin Williams, of course. Bless his soul.
Mm-hmm.
I would have done sliding something onto the sole of my foot, and then like putting my foot down and like suddenly having it rocket up because of the basketball scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It's very Flubber.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do I do the rest of this playthrough with this frickin' thing on my head?
You picked it. Yeah. I think at least for the next end of this session.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, but you sought it out. Like, you went into the toy store and you picked up the weapon version, and you were like, "Can I get one of these for my head?"
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
The records will show that you have enough evidence to support that hypothesis. I'm just, in hindsight, just Frank's such an attractive dude
Mm-hmm.
that it was a mistake.
Some say a modern aged Rob Riggle.
A modern age.
We have fun.
What is Rob Riggle the Flintstones? Like, because
I got nothing.
Because Modern Stone Age Family. Like,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're a copyright strike for us.
Yeah, that's right. That's also the reason my maybe last episode's TARDIS sound was so bad is I didn't want to have a copyright issue.
Ah, true, because your usual impersonation of a TARDIS is so
It's like
spot
on point.
on.
I
Yeah.
usually make that sound and like people like look around looking for the Doctor. It's crazy.
Trying to figure out who's watching Doctor Who right now. Yeah.
No, they think the TARDIS is like in the coffee shop.
All right, I was there.
Or you're going to be.
Or, I mean, I guess the only other side of that is I already was, but that is less interesting.
Or I am. That would have worked.
Or I
'Cause you're-
am
'cause-
right now.
You're learning from me. You can't do too good.
Jesus Christ. The double lariat is a really cool move in this game, by the way, because when you do it, you just like... It's like Bart Simpson going like, "I'm just gonna wham my fists around, and if you happen to run into them, that's not my fault."
So it's like the Luigi.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
But if you get a certain achievement in the game, you unlock like a proper laser sword, like a lightsaber,
Oh.
but with like hella reach, depending on what hits you do. Like the harder your hit is, the longer the reach is on the thing.
Just knocked down a survivor when I opened that door. Sorry.
Deserved it. But if you do the double lariat with the sword in your hand, you just become like a death windmill.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah,
I like being death windmills.
It's a good time when it happens.
Hopefully, get the laser sword.
We won't.
We won't.
You got to get an achievement and then beat the game with the achievement having been unlocked. Like you have to get unending.
Oh yeah, no. we won't do
So I think the one for the laser sword is like survive a certain amount of days in survival mode, which you don't unlock until after you've beaten the game.
it. Oh.
And in survival mode, your health is constantly depleting.
Brutus. Oh, so they make you eat. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I think. Are we there?
More or less.
Oh no, wait, I think we're hanging out to have the mission prompt.
Yeah. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
camera, so it means that we're just kind of chilling.
Oh man, do you think Lego's gonna sue us?
I mean, I hope so. That'd just be
good press.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Any press is good press. Well, actually, I think Lego would have to sue them first. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then sue us. So we have like a buffer. But we'll know it's coming.
Yeah. The Servbots, I think, were in Mega Man X originally.
Oh, okay.
So, like, well after Lego was a brand.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Also, we're getting dangerously close to when this is supposed to take place. Like, what day of the year? September 21st?
Oh, yeah.
Just thought I'd mention that.
That's handy.
Yeah.
That's good news. I mean, what? Don't timestamp this. Shit, fuck,
Well,
shit.
I mean, I'm confident this will get up before the 21st.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, even a little bit after, that's fine by us. We're messing with time as it is.
Exactly. I mean, time is...
Okay, this was a good decision.
Right? Alright, so...
I think we just basically got through this, and then that's what we call it.
I'm just trying to remember exactly what, like... Because, oh, Frank got the bombs, and then Jesse's like, "Hey, so did Brad also get the bombs?" And Frank's like, "Haha, sure," and then leaves.
They're like, "Oh, right, Brad.
My totally still alive, not dead boyfriend, Brad.
That one.
You remember him?
Yeah. He's doing fine. Somebody call... Actually, don't call him. He's probably fine.
He's coming back for a hookup.
Well, we'll go find him.
We'll go... I mean,
Actually, can we not? Because then I can live in just blissful ignorance.
yeah, that's what I tend to do. Like, it's easy to find them, but you don't have to. Let's pour one out for Brad.
Oh, absolutely.
And one for my
Blah,
Over
blah,
the
blah.
mic.
Blah 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 blah.